To effectively organize steps in your instructions, you want to use the principles of style and design, which you will see as we construct one of the major steps in the procedure used to build this Lego figure. My primary audience will be 8 to 12-year-olds. No special skills are required. The components of instructions begin with the introduction, move to a list of materials your users will need, then to the writing of the steps, which may include warnings or cautions, and finally a conclusion to signal the completion of the procedure. We will focus on two of the components from this outline, listing the materials and writing major and minor steps for one step of the procedure. Our focus will be on the following tasks: review the finished product, list the parts and materials needed, and construct one major step with minor steps for this procedure. A question we may ask is how? Guidelines you want to use for your written tasks are to chunk and number the steps, to show only one action per step, to use the active or what we refer to as imperative voice, and to use text and visual integration. To begin, you want to visualize the assembled parts to organize how you can explain this process to your user. Then you can break down the steps into individual actions. Next, lay out the individual materials needed to perform your process. Here we will add individual images of each part you need to construct the motorcycle figure. The most effective method is to label and number all parts in the exact order they are used. Let's look at some ineffective steps and identify the problems. Here we see ineffective numbering, using passive voice, not using references to the parts, showing more than one action in each step, or not using any diagrams. Without numbers or part references, a user would not know which wheel to insert or the correct sequence for attaching the red and black blocks. Another question may be, what is the back of the base? In contrast, characteristics of effective steps include effective numbering, as seen here, of the major and minor steps, using active or imperative voice to direct the reader, referencing each part, showing only one action per step, and integrating visuals with references to follow a logical sequence. Begin by numbering your steps in sequential order. This major step is broken down into 9 minor steps or actions as shown here. You can use outline numbering to convey this to your reader. Next, you want to consider the writing style you will use. To get users to perform an action, begin each action with a verb. In this case, insert, attach, place, lock in, etc. This is the active or imperative voice. Also note that you want to include only one action for each of the numbered steps. Within the steps, you want to refer to the numbered parts from an accessible list. Add the number next to the name of the part that corresponds. Using close-up graphics is an effective way to show the action described in the step. And so to add graphics, you want to add a reference directly following the action and label the graphic to direct the user. It is this text-visual integration that enables users to visualize the action described in your written text. Observe this one completed major step, which includes 9 minor steps or actions required to construct this figure. Note the numbering of the parts and the figure references to effectively direct the user. Also note the placing of visuals within close proximity of the actions they reflect. In conclusion, you see the finished figure, the list of materials, one major step with 9 minor steps, including graphics. And for your written instructions assignment, you would probably add other components such as an introduction, additional steps for the complete procedure, possible warning and caution notes, and a conclusion. Last, you would perform a usability test on actual users to determine the effectiveness of your instructions.